walks out.
We're live. Yes, in fact, we are live. Hi, everyone. Very unfortunate circumstances. I am Jordan. I am the individual that runs the streams, haphazardly. Last episode, there was an unfortunate circumstance where I did a joke introduction last time, and, proceeded to mute my microphone in order to make sure that no one heard me put everything back together, and then completely forgot to unmute the microphone for the entire session. So, here is the skinny. For episode 12, it is going to be, truncated. I think truncated is a nice word. Into various segments that myself and a few of the other players are going to attempt with our fantastic artistical skills, in heavy quotations, to go ahead and at least get the main plot points about what had occurred during that episode. We do apologize, of course, for the lack of professionalism. To quote Steve Austin on his podcast, I let myself down, I let the crew down, but, you know, it was what it was, as that's how it just has to be. So for now, we are waiting for our DM to come back. He's a few minutes behind, but we've kind of running this show a little bit late. While we are still here, though, I'll go ahead and just do a little bit of plugs about what we have. Obviously, if you're watching us here on Twitch, you know we're here. We're watching it right now. We also have ourselves a Twitter at @fallastheymay, all one word. We are actually using tweets now for it right now. And, of course, because Twitch is not allowing us to go ahead and hold on to any of our episodes, we also have a YouTube channel under Fall As They May, where it contains all the episodes from episode 1 till episode 10, as of right now, with hopefully episode 11 and the truncated episode to come into the future. So, with those little tidbits out of the way, us and the party, while we're waiting for the DM, we're kind of discussing what we're going to do. Since we last left the episode of Octa being fucking dead, and a clue saying that there's an artifact in Kelvin, and I guess that's about it. Unless someone else has any other input they want to throw in here.
And then there's Octa. She's dead.
Note to all you
Hill-Dee.
players at home, DMs, they hate the player characters who play as tieflings. Let me tell you, we lost that one in Critical Role. Nobody can remember him because he's so dead. He's been dead forever, okay? Now, we would have lost Ukta, or whatever her name was. I'm forgetting her, too. Don't play tieflings, darlings. Just don't do
it. Ukta? Friggin' Ukta, ting tang, walla walla bing bang.
That was her full name, that's true.
God, my name is also not showing up on my token again.
Oh yeah,
we'll cover that when we get there.
Luke has updated his token, and hopefully in time I will, and maybe some of the others will in their future as well. But
and Ezreal undied.
Yes.
Yes, we brought her back. She's very, very happy.
Not dead.
Yeah.
Not dead.
I guess since it's not really covered in my segment, unless someone else wanted to cover that, Ezreal is blessed by the second. In our lore, there are 5 gods. The 5th being the one that we're attempting to stop to not come back. And the second had blessed us with a present and gave Ezreal a nice little cloak for her to wear. It does cool things. Maybe we'll figure out what they do in the near future.
Oh, I'll fix it.
And Goo had a fun side detour where he didn't show up to the game and instead went to his job and hated his life for 4.5 hours while random customers walked up and asked, "Where's this?" even though it was right there.
There we go.
They kept asking, "Where is the beef?" But the beef was
and I kept having to get fish out of the tank. But that wasn't that bad because they were actually really nice about it.
The fish?
The people. The fish don't have verbal communication yet. But, you know, maybe they'll get there soon.
Well, they're apparently on land, according to Hill-Dee, so...
This is true. This is true. This is true. According to Hill-Dee, she's had visions of fish walking on land. Which, that's very disconcerting.
Great greatly unhinged. And
Also-
he is seeking the help of the favored few.
This wasn't on the list of important things to do, but nakax and Ezreal cuddled, so there we go. No, hey,
They would.
don't fucking call me a nerd.
You're not gonna be able to get away with that while you're on stream, you goofball.
I don't care. It was funny.
It was funny.
It was funny.
While we are also here, and since Critical Role was brought up, how about that freaking Kickstarter?
Kickstarter?
Yeah.
That was wild.
Wasn't it like 5 million or something by then?
5 million. Wait, no. It was close to 3 million what they did there. Q&A
Yeah, no, they've already
portion.
gotten like 5.7,
it's like 6
5
million.
million yesterday,
6
and they have like 40 days left to go.
6.54.
Yeah, it's 6.4 now.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah. Hi, DM. We are in fact live. Don't worry.
And
I have explained myself to the people and why I should not be immediately murdered.
All right, so nakax falls to the ground dead.
Fuck.
Okay. So I blighted him, right? I blighted him.
Yeah, you blighted him. It transferred through realities.
Oh yeah.
In the important dream sequence that we had that wasn't streamed, so that's
yeah,
gonna be explained.
Yeah. So, DM, welcome to Fall as They May.
Fuck off.
So my question was that.
Fuck off! You ruined our last live stream.
I know I did. I'm sorry. I'm so.
No amount of apologies
It's
will
fine.
redeem you.
I know the amount of apologies will fix this, but my rolls.
Ever.
I got all my good
I'll
rolls
roll
out of the
this
way.
one, okay.
I guarantee for the
Hey,
rest
would
of it, it's
anybody
gonna
like
be
to
shit.
explain- Would anybody like to explain the little?
Oh no, it was explained. I made sure to go ahead and properly explain from beginning to end. It was me being a fuckhead. So
No. I mean, did anybody explain the little dream sequence that we did?
Oh no, we wanted to wait until you came back.
For it,
Or-
you guys can explain.
Okay. While we were waiting, we had ourselves a lovely dream sequence which featured a impromptu battle royale for no reason. All of us as players assumed that it was just for funsies. What had happened during the fight is Hill-Dee was the first to go down due to Ezreal taking on some attacks from her. Nakax at one point was trying to keep away from Goo and Aster, who were causing problems for him, and finished her off using his animate objects. To which then Nakax assumed that he could probably try to take out Goo and then follow through with Aster, to which Aster responded with a Blight spell and killed Nakax immediately. Afterwards, we were transported all to a very dark and ominous place which featured what some of us has described as an angel of death. Something very creepy occurred where basically it was describing this is the end, and we all tried to do a constitution save against it, which we all lost, and then woke up. That's the main gist of it.
Except Sprinkles, who is great.
Yes.
She dreamed of being the greatest.
Yes.
Right.
Right.
So that is
Guys,
where we are.
Yeah, you guys have finished. You finished the funeral service with Octa. You have resting up a little bit more for the day. Quite a bit of a harrowing experience over the last 24 hours. You've met a new compatriot in Hill-Dee,
Mhm.
the firbolg druid, who I will be sad to kill.
Don't go there, GM.
Remember the most important part of her class. She's my publicist. She has 3 levels of publicist.
So
Did
as
Michael also
as
take one
Schools
level
is
in
pretty
GM?
great.
as the morning comes to you, what would you all like to do?
I think Nakax is at least gonna start thumbing through the tome of influence and leadership.
Right?
Yeah, just starting in the morning.
So you go ahead and pull out your newly acquired Tome of Influence and Leadership and begin reading it over.
And I won't stop unless either someone is going to interrupt me or is going to tell us that we're heading out. So,
Ready. So nakax gets cracking on his book. What are the rest of you doing?
So, darlings, who's reading the other book? I see Nakax doing his nerd shit over there, and I know there's another book of magic and bullshit. Who's gonna read that one?
Preferably me.
Nobody, because it's gotta take some months to recharge yet.
Oh, that's right. Sprinkles forgot that important plot point, darlings. Then in the meantime, what are we gonna do while he reads his nerd book like a nerd? Huh, nerd.
Well,
Isn't that right,
considering
Ezreal?
he
Readings
got-
for nerds, granddaughter. Isn't that true?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
See, granddaughter agrees. You hear that, Nakax? My granddaughter thinks you're a nerd.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I just kind of pop up immediately from the book and just shut up. Please.
Granddaughter says that reading's for losers and she hates readers. I guess that means she doesn't like you anymore because you read, and she's just my granddaughter now.
Yeah, the knowledge cleric doesn't read at all. Never.
By the way,
Yeah,
Talon
we never
has
learned anything
departed.
important in books. It's all from the streets, darlings.
What'd you say, DM? Since Sprinkles
Talon
was...
has departed at this point.
Yeah, I thought so. I knew he left at one point, so...
He's dead. Fuck.
Alright,
Not
if
dead.
Sprinkles is
He's
gonna
just
be...
left for the moment.
Sprinkle's going to be
He's
loud here. I think
He's
it'll
been
be
discarded.
safe for me to head outside for a brief moment.
So you'll head outside.
How's the weather looking?
Still, the sky is still that very odd, swirling, reddish black.
Alright, describe the roof for me. How is it, like, standable or sittable, or is it like just straw, or what am I looking at?
A room? There
no,
are still
the roof to the house.
Oh, to your parents' house.
Yeah.
It's sturdy. It's a wooden. There's a wooden roof to it.
All right. So I'm gonna cast fly and shoot myself up there.
Okay,
Give
so you
myself
go
some
perch atop
privacy.
a roof. It begins right. I'm joking.
And I am back to being at the book.
So you're gonna sit up there and continue and keep reading your tome.
Yep.
All right. So, what are the rest of you guys doing during this time?
I would like to visit Nakax's father.
All right. Making your way into the room, you will see that he's currently fast asleep. Nakax's mother is not in the room at present.
Alright. And I'd like to cast Detect Poison and Disease.
Okay. So you can definitely tell that there is a disease that is overtaking his body. And
Is there...
can you tell if it is a spell that's overtaking him?
Says it can identify the kind of poisonous creature, or disease.
Make me an Arcana check.
Oh, no.
Very good.
This is a much more painful and elongated version of the spell Contagion.
Interesting. In that case, I would like to find Nakax's mother, if she's around, anywhere.
She's not currently in the house. She has departed for the time being.
Alright, I suppose I'll just wait for her to come back around.
So you'll sit in the house and wait?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Hill-Dee, Aster, Goo, Sprinkles, you guys want to do anything?
I'll scribe in a spell.
Okay, what spell are you scribing?
I would like to scribe in scrying.
So that's a 5th level spell. Go ahead and give me an intelligence check.
I'll use use my.
The way looking it up, you cannot use your important dice.
Okay then, got it. Can't use lucky at all.
This is a straight roll on your part.
Got it.
Only a check, but I'll give it to you just because high level spell scroll. So your intelligence is +5, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So you'll take the next 10 hours, just committing time and scribing the spell. So that's what Aster is doing. Goo, Sprinkles, or Hill-Dee, what would you guys like to do?
Don't I get half because it's a divination?
Oh yeah. So the next 4 hours, and go ahead and mark off 100 gold pieces. So Goo, Sprinkles, and Hill-Dee, what would you guys like to do?
I'm half meditating, half praying.
Hilly's going to ask everybody what are we going to be doing today? Time for me to commune with the wild man. But I want to be as prepared as possible.
Well, it seems like the DM's trying to move the plot line along, Hill-Dee. So here's what we're gonna do. We need to go ahead and figure out the full context.
You hear them in your head, Sprinkles. I'm not trying to do anything. I just want to know what you guys are doing.
Don't worry, DM, I got this. And then I say all that in character, and I say all this in character while looking Hill-Dee in the eyes. I'm getting closer and closer to her face, and I'm much. She's tall too, so we're basically almost face to face, anyways. And I just get closer and closer till our noses are touching, and I just keep saying all this, but looking more intense as I do. I say, you know what that means, right, Hill-Dee? You know what that means.
Or I think I do.
Exactly. It means we need to go talk to that fish mermaid dude. He seems important plot point, you know. We were supposed to go back in time and Sprinkles got fucked that shit up, so we need to go fix that.
Okay.
Okay then. And Sprinkles just like turns around. There's a full like turnaround thing, and just keeps walking away in a very comedic fashion, like she didn't just literally push her face into someone else's face.
All right.
She is just going to sit, lay some sprigs all around her, and just commune with the wild one for a hot minute. Let's change some spells. Oh, wait. Okay, she does have a purpose. She immediately stands up and she's going to try to find the nearest town or shop.
Okay.
Oh yeah, nakax can fly.
All right. So, what kind of shop are you looking for, Hill-Dee?
I'm looking for. I think it would be a magic shop or just like a shop with like gemstones.
Make me an investigation check.
This is going to go great. Opposite of rogue in every way.
So, taking some time and asking around, you try to ask people, but people seem very off-put of your appearance, and they seem to kind of lose their train of thought as they try to speak with you. So unfortunately, you aren't able to locate a gem shop.
Oh, man. I'll have to be able to find one in the wild somewhere. There's no wood, there's no trees.
You could leave the city and make your way out.
Not yet. She's going to go back to the main house. Sit.
Okay. So
But
you're heading back to
Hill-Dee,
Neck.
Hiddle.
we're supposed to go talk to the genie, though.
Well, okay, let's go.
You know, like Tall Cop. You know, the newest hit special on NBC coming to a theater near you.
You guys are gonna make your way back to the Renbren estate.
Hell yeah.
So you guys take some time making your way back to Renbrand's house. And as you enter through it, you see the tub of water seems a bit disturbed at this point. It's shaking very violently.
Something happened.
Yo, what up, my dude? And I don't go in the room, and I don't let Hill-Dee either.
It just keeps the water on the surface just keeps bubbling and shaking.
So, like, are you mad? Or, like, are you realizing that honestly we're more than fine with leaving you here for the rest of eternity? Because those are two very different emotions, but they both could be expressed by a bubbling tub of water.
Hill-Dee walks in anyway. What's
He
happening?
walks in.
Sprinkles was trying to block her.
Go ahead and make
Sprinkles was, like,
me an
specifically
athletics.
saying she
Go ahead and
wasn't
make me
letting
an
her, so-
athletics check, Sprinkles. Hill-Dee, also make me an athletics check.
I do too.
If you're gonna try to push past Sprinkles.
I am.
Fuck.
I haven't even seen the rolls yet because I was grabbing my dice. But based on that fuck, I assume Hill-Dee won.
Yep.
Natural
Big-
one, darlings.
Oh god.
Well, it was fun having Hill-Dee around while it lasted.
Alright. So Hill-Dee,
Hill-Dee
as you kind of push past and make your way towards the tub, not really knowing what was even in this originally, and you get a bit closer, tendril strikes out from the tub and towards you.
That's not cool.
You can't do that. That's illegal.
Hey, Emily, this is Sprinkle speaking. I'm sorry you have to make a new character already. I really like this one. I really can't wait to see your next one. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
that
That
I
is
already
a
know the next
23. That is a 23 to hit you.
That does hit.
Hill-Dee, you suffer 13 points of bludgeoning damage as the tendril grabs you and throws you up into the ceiling, slamming your head against it. Considered restrained, and I'd like Sprinkles and Hill-Dee to roll initiative.
I wanted it. Oops, sorry. I forgot to click on my token. But it's an 8.
Hi, Hill-Dee.
Hill-Dee gets an 8. And did you really think it wasn't gonna be angry?
Well, Hill-Dee doesn't
No, it's
know.
Yeah, I know. I know.
We're gonna go ahead and. I thought we
To
were
be
gonna
fair,
go ahead
to
and
be
force it
fair,
side
it's
to
also not the same creature.
Oh, that's actually good news.
Considering the size that just showed up there, no, that's not good news.
It's not that big. The picture was that big, though.
So big!
It's that big.
Still big!
Big meaty boy.
In fact, it's so big, what is it? Not yeah, it's the latitude lines. The ones that go up and down. Or am I completely misreading my geography?
Let me roll initiative for the creature. Ooh, that's not good.
It could be better. It could even be a boat.
Right. So into initiative. Hill-Dee,
Yes?
this water-based creature, as it has you in its grasp, starts flailing you around and is going to try to throw your body into one of the nearby walls.
Okay.
Attack at advantage. That is going to be a 24.
That hit.
All right, Hill-Dee, you suffer another 17 points of bludgeoning damage as it just
Okay.
takes you and throws you against a wall. Sprinkles, you're just watching as this thing is this poor firbolg around. You're up.
Sprinkle says, Hill-Dee.
Yes!
What did we learn?
Can't hold on. To listen to you, Sprinkles.
Correct. Okay, I'll save you now. Sprinkles goes ahead and uses her bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon, and a tiny Sprinkles pops up right in the face of this creature, and it's gonna go ahead and try and give it a good old swamping.
All right, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay, let me see. What's that spell modifier, darlings? Yes. Okay, there we go. So we do a whole dash R 1d20 plus 7.
D20 plus 7.
24
24.
to hit.
That is absolutely going to hit.
Okay, so I think that is a D8. Probably should have looked that shit up before I cast my spell instinctively.
Yes, it is
That
a
would've been a
D8
good
plus
move.
your wisdom.
Hell yeah. That's 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage. Very
And
nice.
Sprinkles pulls out her trident. Oh, go ahead.
The tiny Sprinkles runs up, almost looks like it's running up the chest of this weird water creature's body. And as it looks down, the little Sprinkles just gives a big uppercut.
Sprinkles is like, you know how I do. And she goes, oh, but also, Hill-Dee, I'm fucking stuck out here. I can't go in there. I got that stone, and that thing is going to fuck us. And that genie is still hiding in there. Going to fuck us up if I go in there. So, range support time. And I go ahead, and I throw one of my tridents at this motherfucker.
All right, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Ooh, 13 not so good.
13 just hits.
Hell yeah.
Trident is non-magical, correct?
Nope. I ain't got no magic shit. I only got a shield, darlings. Everyone else got some
So
cool magic shit.
Yeah, you
Sprinkles
flip
sitting back here
the
with a
trident in your
shield.
hand and you chuck it. Sticks in. Doesn't do as much damage as you were hoping, but it still did some damage.
And then, is this creature just like large, or what kind of size creature is it?
It is a large elemental.
Okay, so it's large.
give
so
you-
it's
I
four
give you-
squares then. Yes.
Yeah, I give you elemental because you are a water genie and you kind of know what an elemental looks like.
Okay. You were making like watery noises. Is that it speaking in Aquarian?
It was screaming. It was saying stuff in Aquarian, but it wasn't like speaking words. It was more like it was just kind of recoiling from the damage.
Then I say in Aquarian, that's right, you motherfucker. I got well, I don't got an extra attack yet 'cause I haven't leveled up. But next level, bitch, I got you. And then that is my turn.
All right, Hill-Dee.
It still has me like wrapped
Yes,
around it, right?
you are still restrained by it.
Can I try to break out of it?
You absolutely can. Go ahead and give me a straight strength roll.
It's not.
You try to push against the watery force of this creature, and as you feel yourself beginning to get free, it reconstricts even harder, and your body just tenses back together. Able to break the grapple, but that is you break the restraint, and that was your action.
Yep. So what can I do?
In the next session off right, immediately into combat.
It sounds about right.
You
I
know,
guess
this
my
is
boat-
Sprinkles to Emily. If you keep dying every session, like we could have a lot of cool characters by the end. It's a lot of merch we can make. A whole line of Emily action figures. Really, if you think about it, just something to consider.
I already have another backup in mind.
Oh
But-
my god, Hill-Dee's not like. It would be very difficult for Hill-Dee. It'd be very difficult for Hill-Dee to die in this situation.
I'll help. Hold
don't-
on, let me re-aim that trident real quick.
Hill-Dee is we're going to cast Shillelagh as the bonus action.
And so
One
your
last
staff
one.
begins to glow with this this nature-based energies, and you see
And
that you see like there are bits of moss and different fungi that begin to sprout out along your along your staff.
All right, that is all.
Okay, the creature is going to try to slam you again. At advantage. Wasn't too bad, or wasn't too good. 17?
17. That hits.
Okay, take an additional 17 points of damage as this time you were thrown through the sink here in the bathroom, and it just shatters against the force.
Okay. 9, 17.
Sprinkles, you're up, and I need you to make a concentration check for your shillelagh. Oh, never mind. Duration 1 minute. You're good. I was mistaken. I thought that was concentration. My mistake.
Okay.
We're good. Sprinkles.
Tiny Sprinkles, you're about to get to whooping, but first I go ahead and pull out a net and I throw a net at it.
Sure. Go ahead.
Like, what roles associated with throwing a net?
That would be her. That'd be strength plus proficiency because she's proficient with nets.
Okay.
17.
So 17 hits.
Huh. Now go ahead and give it an uppercut. Now that we go ahead and have advantage on this, let's do this.
Well, as you go to
Right,
throw it
so-
to restrain, the net wraps around it for just a moment before you watch the net just sink into its watery form.
Zone bitch.
It is immune
Punch
to
it
being.
anyway.
It is immune to being restrained.
Well, that's a thing. Well, hold on. Okay. Question. So it is holding on to
It is
it
holding
is
on.
holding on to Hill-Dee, right?
It is holding on to Hill-Dee
So
with
can
one of its larger, one of those large water spouts that you see coming off of its face. Hill-Dee is wrapped
So the
is
net-
wrapped by those.
So the net couldn't grab onto that part then?
It
gone over
couldn't.
the whole body, but
It couldn't.
still-
I understand, but that would be restraining Hill-Dee, not itself. Because while you would get the net around Hill-Dee, the creature itself is immune to the grappled or restrained condition.
Fair enough.
Basically, just
Okay,
sink
then-
through its form and wrap around Hill-Dee.
Okay, fine. Then just punch it, little Sprinkles. You got this.
Goose
23.
punch!
You do got this.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll your damage.
4 damage.
4 points of damage. All right. So as this little Sprinkles goes and punches it across the face, still holding on to Hill-Dee. You're up.
Okay. Hill-Dee is going to.
You've got to break free.
You've
Hill-Dee's-
got to break free.
Hill-Dee's starting to feel very stressed and worried. She's not liking this at all. She's going to I feel like this is the most ridiculous idea, but I kind of love it.
Show us what you got.
You can do.
Can Hill-Dee wild shape into a fish and then swim into the water elemental?
You can certainly try.
I'd say, yeah, you can certainly try.
Love this. Okay.
Oh, what kind of? So you're gonna shape change into like a goldfish?
I was thinking, I guess.
And then the water tightens on your foot.
So as you change form, you concentrate for a moment. Sprinkles, you watch her form change into a tiny little goldfish, and as it does so, you're like, haha, and you feel the current actually inside of this water elemental is still keeping you in this almost torrent. So you're still restrained, as you can't really get a method of swimming around in this thing.
No, it's fine. Don't worry.
Walking fish.
We're gods, not deities, but you know.
That is your bonus action or your action, Hill-Dee?
That would be my action.
All right, so Sprinkles, you're seeing this tiny little goldfish just panicking inside of this water elemental tendril.
Well, shit.
All right, is that your turn, Hill-Dee?
Yes.
All right, it's gonna slam you again.
What is the
Okay.
armor class for a goldfish?
Oh my fucking god. 18.
I would have to. Let me pull up the stats for a fish.
Well, a goldfish has like 1 hit point.
Okay, yes.
And 7, 9. So the goldfish form takes 1 point of damage. Carried over, you take the additional 11 points of damage.
Okay.
So small fish becomes big Hill-Dee again.
You're like panicking as a goldfish, and then you watch as your form as the form springs back, Sprinkles, and Hill-Dee's just getting thrown around every which way. Sprinkles, you're up.
Okay, shit. Well, I may have a funny idea. Let's see.
Hill-Dee, how much HP
Yeah.
do you have left?
Oh, 21. Why?
So how much water do I think a water elemental is? Like, how many gallons of water?
Make me an intelligence check.
Well, shit, that's not my best check, but let's do this. Critical!
So you
Oh,
know
shit.
that this creature itself seems to be manifesting itself just from the sheer volume of water that is contained in the tub.
But how many gallons would I say that is?
I would say it's maybe half.
It's maybe what?
Maybe, well, gallon of water. You'd say maybe for the size of the tub. God, this is where the DM has to do ratios. For the size of the tub to gallon ratio, I'd say roughly maybe 28, 29 gallons of water.
I look at this and I say, bitch, you about to lose 20 gallons of water. I cast Creator Destroy Water at 2nd level. I just put 20 gallons of water.
I just the water completely shatters around it, and you watch as this thing like seems to be panicking for a moment, as if you just destroyed some of its form. However,
And I say in Aquarian,
watch as-
bitch, let her go or I'll destroy the rest of it for funsies.
all right. Anything else, Sprinkles? Would you
Is
like
it
to
not letting
Sprinkles
go of
punch?
her?
Yeah, it hasn't come back to its turn.
Then Tiny Sprinkle. Oh shit, okay. Does it seem to be reacting like it's going to? I've spoke to it in Aquarian. Does it say shit or?
Seems to understand what you're saying, but it does not speak words.
Does it give a reaction that suggests, oh shit, I'm going to drop this person, or a reaction like, oh shit, I'm going to whoop this person?
It gets more of a reaction of, oh shit, I need to finish these people off fast.
Then Tiny Sprinkles does an uppercut.
Goals! Attack roll.
Now, important question. If I
Huh?
lost the majority of my body, I think I would grant advantage against attack rolls.
Absolutely
Is that
right.
true?
If you lost a majority of your body, I sure would, but not in this situation.
Damn, it was worth a try, audience.
Yeah,
21 still a hit, though.
that is still a hit. 8 points of damage. All right, it is looking hurt.
I would hope so. It lost most of its body.
Yeah. Well, it lost most of the water that it was creating itself from. It basically took the remaining 10 gallons to reupholster its body.
Oh, it doesn't have 10
Uh,
gallons. It has 8 gallons.
Oh, sorry, the remaining 8 gallons. As long as it is still within some form of body of water.
At least its side
Hill-Dee.
category is lower.
Yep, Hill-Dee.
Hill-Dee is going to bonus action Shillelagh, because that would have been
No, you're
above
fine. You have your
goldfish?
shillelagh remains. It's 1 minute.
okay. Then I think I will smack it. Smack it.
All right, make an attack roll with your quarterstaff.
It'll be 2-hand. I should have made another stupid.
Okay, but you are restrained, so that means it's at disadvantage to the
Yeah.
strike.
Okay. Oh, here's that, and that be So I'm adjusting.
You should make a separate macro for
That's
your
what
for your
I
shillelagh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Girl.
18 will hit. 11 points of damage. Crack! You slam your quarterstaff against this creature, and you watch it kind of recoil a little bit. It's looking bloodied at this point.
Let me go.
As bloody as water can be.
As bloodied as water can be. All right, its turn. It's going to slam you again, Hill-Dee. That was not as good. That is going to be a 15.
That is my armor class, so that hit.
Alrighty. So Hill-Dee, you take 9 points of damage.
Okay.
Sprinkles.
Hill-Dee, how you doing? How's it going in there?
I mean, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Oh, it's fine. Cool. Then you don't need any healings. That's good to hear.
Yo,
What you need healing? I thought you said it's fine in there.
I mean,
Help me! Help!
help would be nice, but maybe killing it would be nicer.
I'll take that in consideration. Maybe next time we take it in consideration when Sprinkles says don't go into the room and stuff.
I was
And
just
Sprinkles will go ahead and command little Sprinkles to attack.
All right, so little Sprinkles. Uppercut! You're that fucking guy in Street Fighter who only does Shoryuken.
21. Oh, hell yeah. That's all little Sprinkles knows how to do, but it's working.
That hits. Go and roll damage.
All Little Sprinkles knows is Shuriken, even though everyone knows how to do the Hadouken.
So Sprinkles goes ahead. Little Sprinkles does that 4 damage.
Huh?
And then Big Sprinkles wants to go ahead and start acting like she's casting that spell again, but do it in a very noticeable way so the creature sees her, and she's like, okay, you had your shot, now you're gonna die. And try and like get it to like either stand down or maybe waste more of its attention on her than Hill-Dee.
All right, are you actually casting the spell?
Nope. I don't got another casting of that spell, darlings. That was a racial ability.
All right.
Make a performance check.
That's what I'm asking to do. If there's a roll
Alright, go ahead
associated,
and-
or if it just doesn't.
I'd say give me a deception check.
Ooga booga! I'm gonna cast the spell. I'm gonna. Oh, it's casting. Look at the hand movements. Exact same
All right,
hand movements as
we'll see
before.
what happens
It's
on
a-
it. All right,
oh
we'll-
shit! It's casting.
We will see what happens on its turn.
Hill-Dee,
Hill-Dee.
get out!
Hill-Dee is going to use her last wild shape. Going to the spores are gonna come back up to life. Booga booga.
All right.
Gives herself a pick me up.
Ready?
And that's an action. I don't really have anything that's bonus actiony. So that is. I mean, I guess I could turn invisible, but I don't really think that'll help me.
No.
So, yep, that's it.
All right. It's gonna slam Hill-Dee. That's a 23. I'm sorry, Emily.
That hits.
It's okay, Cleric is right there. There's not gonna be any issues.
Hill-Dee take 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. That's that.
Ready? Sprinkles. and saying, "Ooh,
Okay.
look at me! I'm gonna do it."
Oh wait, could I have?
It's an Aquarian.
Wait. Could I use my reaction to do damage to it? Since it's
Sure. What are you gonna do?
10 feet of me. My spores are just going to suck onto it and attack. They're going to do 2d6 of. Well, there's a con save involved.
Okay. What kind of damage is this?
It's necrotic.
Necrotic. Is it a con save?
Yeah,
Well, that is a big failure.
yeah, but then it does it twice because my spore.
So go and roll
'cause
again. Okay. So Sprinkles, you watch as the little bits of moss that that are kind of sprouting up around Hill-Dee's around her neck area suddenly word. And you watch as they stick themselves into the water, into this watery creature, and you watch as just this toxin starts to run through its body.
Well, that's a thing.
And now it's your turn. And necrotic
That's
damage
pretty
needs to
cool.
do something.
Have you ever seen this? And I go ahead and put on my sunglasses, and I point at Little Sprinkles. And Little Sprinkles puts on her sunglasses, and she nods at me, and I nod at her, and she does an uppercut.
Right? Burakutta.
$24. It always hits.
That hits.
And it always does 4 damage.
So as Little Sprinkles hits him, that the creature is having a very rough time holding its form together, but it's still holding on to Hill-Dee.
Okay, Hill-Dee, you're gonna have to do something very important for me. Are you gonna do this? I'm not gonna tell you what it is. You have to agree to do it before I tell you. Do you promise to do the important thing, Hill-Dee?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So if you don't die, I need you to get my tridents back from there because I'm not going in there to get them. I take out my other trident and I throw it at it.
All right, make an attack roll.
Okay. Fucking 12.
12 just misses. As you go and throw the trident at the creature, you see its snake-like body seems to just dip under where you threw the trident, and it just clings off the back wall.
And then Sprinkles takes off her sunglasses. He's like, shit, I can't see in the dark. Why'd I put these on? Fuck.
All right, Hill-Dee.
Okay, what Hill-Dee is going to do? She is going to attack.
All right, you take up the quarterstaff. Yeah!
Oh,
28 hits.
no. But it's restrained. That's right.
Yeah, it is at disadvantage. So it's a natural 1.
Oh no.
Go ahead and give me a
Sure.
D100, Hill-Dee.
Fumble chart. You see, you all
Hill-Dee,
go on.
you're about to roll on that fumble chart, and if you destroy one of my tridents, I swear it's coming out of your ass. I'm not even joking.
Roll me a D100, Hill-Dee.
Roll the straight 100 and beat the odds.
Getting to the nakax. Roll.
Wow.
Alright. So as you go and swing, Hill-Dee, your staff starts flinging, and as you go to strike into it, your quarterstaff just flies out of your grasp.
Oh
She collapses against the
It's
floor.
pronounced yeet, Hill-Dee. Yeet as you throw things, not oh no.
no.
Much better.
Anything else, Hill-Dee?
Well, I mean, that is all she can do.
Does it end up somewhere near me? Like, where does it go when she throws?
Roll me, we'll call this a 50-50. Give me a D20, call high or low.
Who's rolling the D20?
You
Is
are,
it,
Mike.
me
You
or
are
Hill-Dee?
Michael. You are Michael.
Okay, I'm calling high because I'm a high roller up in this. Seven. This bitch empty. You don't end up near me.
It ends up in the far corner with your other trident. Also, Hill-Dee, I hit you, like 100% hit you.
Let me guess a nat 20.
Oh, I got a natural 19 with
Well,
advantage.
Okay.
that's still a guaranteed hit. So yeah.
Hill-Dee take an additional 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
9 points. Okay.
How are you looking? How much health do you got left?
Hold on. Doing math because
You took 11.
using
You
the
took
spores. What was the number again? 25 minus
9
what?
points of damage.
Doing math. I have 16 temporary hit points and then 12 actual hit points.
And that was including the damage you took last round?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Sprinkles.
I'm like, okay, it's time for a completely original move. And I nod at Little Sprinkles. Little Sprinkles nods at me, and it does an uppercut.
Hey. The one thing he said, the one thing the creature says, stop button mashing.
And then 24, we hit again.
Yep. You fucking noob. Learn other techniques.
New canon. Everyone in the water realm is all fourth wall breaking freaking geeks.
And so Little Sprinkles does a big
Hey,
uppercut.
Jordan, how dare you? We don't appreciate that. This is Sprinkles saying that. Michael, cool with you though.
Little Sprinkles does a big uppercut, and its form is shaking like crazy. It's on its last leg at this point.
It's on 1
And
HP,
Sprinkles says,
which is a favorite few tradition.
Actually, it's on 2 HP, Jordan.
and
Thank you.
Sprinkles goes ahead and looks around the room. And is there any random objects around the room, like literally anything, like a table leg?
I mean,
a
there's
beer
a
stop?
shattered sink, but it's farther into the room.
Is there anything in the room that I'm in that is
So
like
the room that
15
you're in,
feet away?
you quickly give a look around. You see the robes you destroyed.
No, like bigger objects than that.
Nothing that you can see at an immediate glance. You know that there was a supply
Shit,
closet
literally
nearby.
nothing.
You know that there was a supply
How
closet
far
nearby.
away is it?
Maybe 40 or maybe 30 feet, or not even 30. It's about 20 feet away from you.
Would it have a straight line of sight to the bathroom?
Would not. It is hugging. It is at the far corner next to one of the. It is at the far corner of the room, and it is along the same wall as the entrance to the bathroom.
Okay, so if I went to it in theory, I would be able to see the restroom then.
That's correct.
So I will hold on. The door, which is the door near me, or is it inside the room?
The door is the open door to, from what you can see, it's the room that when you opened it had a spore in it that exploded. It is against the wall that you're at now, but at the far corner. Staircase
Okay,
going
does
down,
the-
and that's the closest thing to you. The staircase descending is the closest thing to you.
Well, does the staircase have like a banister or a railing or anything like that?
It has a railing, but it is a steel curved railing that is making its way down. It is one solid piece.
Does it look very strong?
Yeah, it looks pretty well made.
Okay. But the door is on my side, right? For the room that she's in currently?
I believe I said it pushed inward.
Shit. Okay, I can't reach in there. Are the door hinges facing my side?
If you were pushing inward, no, the hinges are on the inside. Because yeah, to push in, the hinges would have to be towards you.
Damn. Then there's only one thing I can do. I take my backpack off and I say, yeet! And I throw it as an improvised weapon, which I'm proficient in.
Go ahead. Chuck your bag at it. Okay, go ahead and give me an attack roll with your strength.
17.
17 hits. By the way, did your backpack have the stone in it?
Nope, that's in my pocket.
All right. Well, 17 hits.
For
Oh my
4
God,
bludgeoning.
Michael! Kidding me. Lucky enough that it had 2 HP because that was half damage.
Nice. Like my whopping hit with my
Yay!
backpack.
So you flip the backpack in your hand and yeah, throw it over at it, and you watch as the backpack seems to slam one of its weakened forms, and the water just severs as it dissipates completely, and Hill-Dee falls onto the ground. Thankfully, not high enough to take any fall damage.
Okay, Hill-Dee, I need my stuff back.
Got it. Gets her quarterstaff and the trident. Hands it
Alrighty.
over.
And my backpack.
She looks for his backpack.
Okay, so you'll find the backpack. It is pretty drenched.
Here you go.
It's okay, I'll shake the water off of it. I'm like, okay, Hill-Dee, now we learned a valuable lesson, and that lesson is Sprinkles is very smart and knows many things, and she's a good to listener to, because she's the leader of Sprinkles and the Sprinkettes, which is the party you joined.
No.
Okay?
I joined the favorite few.
That's our sure name. Our sure name. Remember, the actual name of the party for legal documentation is Sprinkles and the Sprinkettes. It's very important. If they ask you, hey, are you a member of Sprinkles and the Sprinkettes, the greatest party ever made? If you say no, they're not going to let you travel with us. That's just the rule. And then all those fish are going to keep walking. Do you want your fish to keep walking?
No, they can't. My home.
Exactly. I know the surface world is very scary, and there's lots of weird things that doesn't make any sense. You just have to trust Sprinkles, and you're gonna get through this, like how Sprinkles saved you there because she's totally great. Isn't it right, little Sprinkles?
Sprinkles gives you a thumbs up.
I'm not like the stupidest, you know.
What do you mean?
I don't. The surface world, really? You think I like lived underground in a hole?
No, like the surface world, like this place is fucking scary, guys. Like, underwater where things make sense and everyone understands the name of our party and stuff. Not like the surface world where it's like everything doesn't make no sense and everybody gets all mad when you drown one ship full of people. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, why can't they breathe underwater, I know you know because you're my publicist and you're great.
Oh, I never thought of it like that. That must be hard to adjust, Sprinkles.
Yep. None of this makes sense, but it's okay. Those children didn't need to breathe anyways. Hey, Genie, what are you doing in there? Get on up here. We whooped your little creature.
Notice that
Give
the
it a good old
tub is
spanking.
completely empty.
Okay,
Maybe the
Hill-Dee.
genie is gone?
Hill-Dee, very important recon mission. Can you yeet that tub real quick?
I lift and push the tub. Knock
Make me
the
a
tub
strength
over.
check. Make me a strength check.
My firbolg powerful build doesn't give me any advantage on this, I don't think.
So this will be advantage, sure. You have powerful build. Yeet! The tub just flips and breaks as it's made of marble.
There's nothing in here.
Well, that's probably the worst sign ever. Sprinkles takes an extra step away from the door and pulls the stone from her pocket.
You have the stone.
She still has it, or?
Yeah, you still have the stone.
The fuck is going on? Yo, Genie, this is a trap, and Sprinkles is too smart for it. She's not going in the room and giving you that stone. Ain't happening. Sprinkles too smart. And Sprinkles turns her back and puts the stone back in her pocket.
Right?
The water genie need water?
Well, you make a good point there, but you're forgetting.
About to cut out.
What am I forgetting?
Nope, it didn't cut out. Sprinkles just said you're forgetting and then stopped talking.
Oh.
Well, if you're convinced that the genie's still in this house, you want to just look for
What?
another body of water?
Wait. The genie's still in the house? Oh, fuck. We fucked up. We need to get the fuck out of here. Sprinkles starts running for the door.
Or slam shut as you try to... Joking.
We're doing this shit all over again.
You
Ah!
you thought I was dead.
Oh no!
Yeah, Sprinkles eats herself out the door.
Alright,
This
so
bitch
you
ain't have
jump,
to eat.
you jump out the door.
If we want to seriously find the genie, there's something I could do about that. We have to
Ooh.
do it tomorrow.
Do you have locate genie spell? That's
I
a
have to
pretty sick
locate-
spell.
I know how to find lots of different creatures,
Well,
but I would
hold
need
on.
some time.
And just in case, DM, this is Sprinkles talking. Hey, how's it going? How you been doing? Anyways,
I've been
you know I
doing
only
good,
talk to you when
Sprinkles.
I
How you
want
been
shit.
doing?
Doing pretty good. You know I only talk to you when I want shit though, because that's how this works. Because I'm like every religious person, only religious when it's convenient. Zinger. Anyways, so hi. Does the genie wear anything that was distinctive that I would remember?
I mean, the genie was wearing exactly what I showed you in that picture.
Sprinkles wants to cast locate object on exactly what the genie is wearing in that picture.
So you go ahead and close your eyes, and as you push your consciousness out, you don't sense the presence of anything it was wearing.
Well, that's probably the worst sign ever in all the universe, but I'm just gonna let that plot head hang until the DM decides to go ahead and hang us with it. So, that's all good stuff. Good job today, Hill-Dee.
Okay. I just
Ah.
want a nap.
Big world.
Well,
so-
it's as simple as this, Hill-Dee. We're currently inside the dream world of this genie, and everything we're doing is just going to turn out to be a dream sequence. It's going to be a big reveal right after we win the game. The DM's going to be like, nope, you got to play it all over again. It's like Ghosts and Goblins. Like Ghosts and Goblins, guys. That's exactly what's happening.
Sure, Sprinkles, sure.
Okay, so Hill-Dee, you guys will make your way back. Hill-Dee, Sprinkles, you two will make your way back. Esriel.
Yep.
3-ish hours. Nakax's mother returns.
Hello. Are you well?
Oh, yes, I am, and you can see that she's holding what appears to be a series of groceries, some waters.
May I help you with that?
Oh, it's quite all right. I've got it.
Okay.
She will. I noticed Nakax was sitting on the roof. Is he all right?
He's fine. He just wanted some quiet time. You know how our friends can get.
Will kind of open one of the windows in the kitchen, and she'll look up to the roof. Nakax, dear, did you want something to drink?
If literally that's the response, he's still kind of in read mode.
Nakax, honey, I need an answer. It doesn't really give me much to work with. Don't strain yourself, dear. Don't strain yourself, dear. Enjoy your book.
I would actually like something to drink.
She closes the window.
Don't worry, I'll bring him something.
All right.
I do have a question. How long has Ezra would remember, but Luke does remember. How long has Nakax's father been sick?
I don't think you guys ever asked how long he's been sick. I think you just asked if he's sick.
No, I mean his name. She would remember his name, but I don't.
Okay. She will. Been a while now. Maybe about several months.
That's strange. And has he gotten better or worse?
It's just seemed to be getting progressively worse. But he hasn't. But I'm not quite sure what's wrong with him, honestly.
Has he had any visitors at all?
Oh, no, not in a while. Talon comes by from time to time, so does Ezekiel, to check in on things. But other than that, not really.
Because I don't think this is any sort of regular disease.
I figured as much. Do you know what it is?
Contagion. Some sort of magic.
Yeah, when you say contagion, she's like, I don't understand magic. As you say that, she goes, Is there any way we can get rid of it?
Is there any way we could get rid of it?
Hold on, I can look. Haha, because I have access to that spell too.
Oh wait,
So
yeah.
Hill-Dee could tell you when she gets back.
Well, I could also tell you. I think I got access to that. Cleric and druid.
Cleric and druid, best friends forever.
Just for fun while this is going
Natural
on, very
diseases.
quickly.
Any effect that removes a disease or otherwise
Yeah.
enumerates a disease effects apply to it. So if you can cure it like a normal disease.
Aha.
We
Do
just
I
have to-
do I know which one of these things it is?
No, you're not.
Hmm.
Seems to be almost a combination of everything.
And it only lasts 7 days, so there's something fucky going
Some
on here.
fucky shit going on here.
By this point, I believe I'm safely off the roof with that
Yes.
16.
You are down from the roof.
All right, I'm coming in for a drink. Since Mom's asked for it.
Yep. Your mother will quickly give you a small glass of this very fruity water.
Thanks, Mom. I've got a little wrapped up there.
It's no problem. I'm going to... Nakax, come now. If anybody can appreciate a good book, it's me and your father.
As am I, but this book is very, very different. But I'm sorry. I was just a little parched, and I'll be reading here. Did Sprinkles go anywhere? She's not yelling anything, so I'm assuming she's somewhere else.
Yes. I haven't seen her either. Esrael, have you seen Sprinkles?
No, I haven't. I think she and Hill-Dee wandered off somewhere.
Oh, good. Gives her time to corrupt the newest individual to come in with her intellect.
Intellect, or perhaps the opposite.
Well, that's what sarcasm meant for.
The entire time, by the way, as you've been waiting for Nakax's mother to return, Aster has been sat at the table, just like meticulously scribing, like down to like the finest pinpoint, this scroll that he has with him.
How's Dad? I didn't want to ask since I saw him, but
Well, it appears that your friends might your special friend might have an idea of how to cure your father.
huh?
Do I know if I have any spells that will help with this?
If you have anything that can stop a disease, then you'd be able to cure it if you have a way to cure disease.
I think there's literally a magic spell called Cure Disease.
I'm looking. I got a lot of spells here.
Alternatively, if you had a paladin in the party.
Let me.
I would cross-class into that,
Oh,
no, not
Lesser
you.
Restoration might be able to do something.
but it's not a good cross-class for me. Neither is
yeah.
half of the book.
Oh, wait, never mind.
Debilitating effect.
Well, maybe.
Lesser Restoration can cure a blindness, deafness, paralysis, or poison.
How about greater?
Greater Restoration can reverse an effect of a charm or petrify.
One
Can
curse.
end a curse on a target.
Which, if it's magic, it very well may be.
And can take any reduction. Can fix any reduction to one's ability scores, and end one effect reducing the target's maximum hit points.
So wait, did Hill-Dee and I make it back then?
At this point, you and Hill-Dee are just walking in the door, and you see Hill-Dee is beat to shit.
Do we see them like messing with Nakax's dad?
They're
or-
currently in the kitchen area discussing.
Do I hear them?
Yeah, you could see them talking.
I'm
Oh,
not sure exactly.
gods. Sprinkles, what did you do to Hill-Dee?
Well,
What?
I mean, Hill-Dee
Oh, I
walked in.
saved her.
Yeah, Hill-Dee walked into a situation she shouldn't have.
That is 100% true, and this is all on her. And Sprinkles saved her because Sprinkles is the best. Isn't that right, Hill-Dee?
Sure, I'm just tired.
I don't care whether or not this is true or not. I'm rolling a goddamn insight check. Make sure Sprinkles ain't fucking lying
Make
to
an
me.
insight check.
She's hard to read.
Sprinkles. Would you like to maybe a persuasion roll, I guess?
Okay, Sprinkles thinks she's being honest, if that helps.
No, you are being honest. Like, you did save her. Like, you did save Hill-Dee. She's honest enough.
Yeah, we went to go find the genie, but it turns out he left this, like, bullshit giant water serpent. But Sprinkles is pretty great, so she dealt with it. Also, I don't need to alarm anybody, but nakax, your father looks like he's suffering from a disease, and I have a really high medicine stat. So, like, I happen to notice that.
It's not a disease. Well,
What's your passive medicine, Sprinkles?
17.
So you'd be able to make me an Arcana check then.
Well, shit, okay.
Okay.
8.
You don't know. You're not quite aware that it's a spell. You just know it's some sort of disease.
Disease?
It's
I'm like,
it's
y'all
contagion.
need a doctor?
It's
Oh.
contagion, and it needs to be. I don't know if I can do anything.
That's
Very
a
quickly to
tricky
check to
one.
see if I know what contagion is. Nope, probably don't.
That's a really tricky one.
What?
Oh, Sprinkles can do
When-
this. Y'all should have said you need a doctor. Sprinkles is already on it. And Sprinkles is gonna walk in. She's gonna
Wait,
assess the
wait,
party really
wait.
quickly. She's like,
Don't
granddaughter,
go.
come with me.
Right? So you two will make your way into the room where you can see that.
Well, I'll
Wait,
stop.
wait.
When Hill-Dee says to don't go in, I stop. I'm like, what's up, Hill-Dee?
We can't be too rash. Something about
Is that a rash joke? Like, he has a rash that's scratchy? That's funny.
Oh my
Everybody laugh at
god.
him.
well,
I just saw nakax's new picture.
Thanks, Luke.
I fucking love
Yeah.
it. That is so great.
I will be updating the icon later, but for now, we're still in the game.
Alright, nakax, don't mind me messing with your character sheet for a minute.
Oh, god damn it.
Also, if
I'm
you
just
could
going
change
ahead and removing
Sprinkles,
something from it.
well, and if you could change Sprinkles' icon too, like Sprinkles doesn't know how to do it for her token. but
Okay,
she's
so what
changed
you're
it on
gonna
her
do? So what
character
you're gonna
sheet
do?
so that
What you're
it's
gonna do, Michael?
You're gonna
Drag your thing onto it. Right-click the token, and then you're gonna click the settings. Should just be able to set it like that. Otherwise, if this layout decided to fuck me, you're gonna have to give me your picture. You're gonna have to give me your picture, and I'll change it for you.
Miss Gobble.
Hill-Dee walks up to the
By the way, Luke,
Yeah.
for you, Glazhail and Torkas.
Torkas. I knew Glasshail, but I didn't remember Torkas. Okay.
Hill-Dee walks up to Mrs. Gilbort, but he doesn't know her name.
Oh, hello.
Do you have a log of who has been in the last 7 days? Or when did he start getting sick?
It's been several months. Who are you?
Several months?
Yes.
Oh no. Oh
Um,
no, oh no.
Who are you? If you
I'm-
don't mind my asking.
I'm Hill-Dee.
D. All right. I'm Glazhail.
Hi.
Is she a friend of yours? And she looks at you, nakax.
She came to find us, so
I needed a favor for
yeah.
his help.
All right. Yes. Well, if you're asking who's been coming by, as of recently, it's been your group. But before that, it was mostly just Talon and Ezekiel who would come by. They'd make sure he was all right and make sure we were all doing well.
Were there any strange creatures or people that seemed out of place or odd?
Oh no, my dear. I don't let people into my house that I don't know.
Okay. I will put a snuck in. Contagion is you have to touch somebody to give them the disease. Someone had to have gotten close to him. If it is
And-
contagion.
It only lasts for 7 days.
So somebody within the last 7 days, several months ago. If he's been sick for several months now.
There's been someone visiting once every week.
Yeah.
She kind of thinks for a moment. She says, "The only person who even comes close to that would be Talon. That's just because he tries to stay around just to watch us. But
Whoa, we found the traitor, darlings. We know who it is. Everyone, let's get
before
ready. We're
you
gonna wolf
before
him
you
down.
no,
jump
no,
to
no, no.
Sprinkles, before you jump to conclusions about a traitor, I'm alone with Torkas, and I'm always make sure I'm at his side."
Whoa, your mom's
I
the
do an
traitor. That's
inside
crazy
check?
plot twist.
Can I
Yeah,
do
make
an
an insight. Yeah, make an insight check.
I'd like to do that too, because
Oh,
Sprinkles is
no.
totally thinking like, oh shoot,
Yeah, make an insight check.
25.
She seems to be being completely honest, and she furthers that by saying, "And I didn't say that he comes every week. I said he comes close to that. He shows up maybe every 2 weeks, maybe 2.5 weeks. As of recently, he's only been coming around more because you've been back."
Any animals frequent the area, like familiars, like doing touch spells and bullshit like that? Like how secure are these windows? Sprinkles wants to just rip the window off the frame.
Strength check.
Damaging the house isn't a good idea. Just we'll let the familiar in.
10.
So you go over and you pull.
Okay, good. If Sprinkles can't take it down there, it's literally invulnerable. It cannot be damaged. It's
I-
impossible.
Not
So that's safe.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to freak everybody out.
Can anyone heal him? At the very
Yep,
least.
Sprinkles got it.
Well, if you can, that'd be absolutely amazing.
Okay.
Please, if you can, and you see that she's like getting really excited.
Alright,
Sprinkles is like, hold your horses, hold your horses. I didn't say like instantaneous healing. Like settle down, settle down. I saw that look on your face. You better cut that shit out. Sprinkles
Calms
can
down.
fix this because Sprinkles has had to do a lot of this on ships. Look, sometimes magic don't always work. You need other solutions, and Sprinkles got it. Now, does somebody have a lemon? Anybody?
All right.
Lemon.
The traitor was Glassdale Gavorek the whole time.
alright, Sprinkles, you think work is a long-term process. Hill-Dee, you said you know about this stuff, and, work with Esriel. If you could try to make it short-term, then fine.
Whoa! I need Ezreal, or I at least need someone else who's trained in medicine. I need a nurse to help me out. You know, Sprinkles needs some help here. What is this?
You said you
I
worked
asked
on
her
this on the
granddaughter
ship all the time. I thought you were the great and mighty Sprinkles. Can't you handle this by your own? Well, Esriel
You're
and Hill-Dee
right.
go through
Nakax,
this.
you'll help me.
Oh my god.
Come on,
No,
Nakax, let's go. And I grab Nakax's arm.
But I need to
Alright,
read!
Nakax, make it. If you want to try to get out, make an acrobatics check. Sprinkles and athletics
Can I
check.
can I assist?
Nah, because it's funnier that way.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding.
Even with a
But it
natural
doesn't matter.
20, that's not gonna...
Doesn't matter. Nakax, you are so compelled. You need to read this book that you just yank your arm away from Sprinkles. Opportunity to grab you.
Alright. At this point, I am
Whoa.
going to create myself some distance away from Sprinkles before he tries it again, and repeat verse same as the first. Fly back up the roof.
With
Whoa,
that,
your father needs you and stuff, but that's cool. Read a book.
You know what you're supposed to do!
You're not wrong. You got me there, but it would have been really funny.
Ready.
At the back of the book. At the very least, I know that I
Come
have
on,
3
Mama
hours completed.
Nakax, you're coming with me.
I'm already on the roof.
Well, she'll come with you.
I take Mama Nakax into the room, and she's gonna help me with this to give me advantage. Do the help action, Mama Nakax, I say to the NPC.
All right, she'll help you.
And as I get ready, I go ahead and wipe my forehead with the hand of a drowned man, like someone in a medical drama show who like gets the sweat off the forehead, and I cast guidance while I do that.
That dead
Alrighty.
hand better have a glove, or else this is gonna be unsanitary as hell.
Oh, Sprinkles hasn't washed in days, darlings.
Oh well,
Let's go.
This is unfortunate.
Okay.
That's a 27 for medicine check to start the process of like naturally like healing him.
Right. You do what you can with natural remedies, and it does appear that it is helping. The knowledge that you have with having to do stuff like this on a ship with even more improvised items definitely comes into play here. Fully begun the process of trying to rid his body of this contagion.
Oh yeah, Sprinkles knew this wasn't gonna fix it. She's just starting it. She's like, okay, we put in some good work, Mama nakax. And there was a whole cutscene that the player pressed B on to skip, but really showed us growing. We gained more affection meter.
What are you
By the
talking
end of
about?
this,
It's-
dating nakax's mom.
It wasn't a cutscene. It's that scene from Metal Gear Solid where you have to hold X to survive, or else you get electrocuted. Just have to repeatedly hold it and keep doing it.
It's hold X to date nakax's mom. That's really the end goal here.
You're not gonna fuck nakax's mom, are you? Like, come on, man.
We're just gonna
A
change
threesome,
Nakax's
come on.
real quick.
All right, so you guys like to do? All right, so that has begun.
Ezreal, Hill-Dee, what can you do
Yeah,
to help?
Ezreal and Hill-Dee. Ezreal and Hill-Dee, huh? Yep. I don't have any. I don't even have any of these prepared. That
Yeah,
could.
I would need some
actually
time to
help.
rest and talk to the
Around
wild
around this
before.
time, by the way, Aster, you are finishing scribing your scrying spell into your book.
Could I at least go see so I could? I walk up. I want to go up and look at Mr. Gobor.
You can see he's still dozing in and out. Seems just very tired.
Sir, could you open your eyes for a second?
Said he's kind of in like that loopy state. He's both present and not.
Can I pull the eyelids open then?
Hey, go ahead and you grab the tops and open them just enough that you can see his eyes.
What color are the eyes?
His eyes seem to be a sickly mix of both green, black, and yellow.
Black and yellow. Okay.
And you notice that kind of a bit over one of the eyes, there is just a bit glassy.
Green, black, yellow. Glassy, green, black, yellow. I run down and tell Ezreal.
All right.
His eyes are glassy, green, black, and yellow. It's like,
Would I know what this means, or is this just an effect of the contagion?
Glassiness. You most commonly know that to mean it's some form of blindness.
All right, so part of the contagion.
Yeah.
Uh,
At least when in terms of green and black, that's more commonly associated with the colors of rotting flesh.
oh God.
okay.
I think I need to find someone. If there's a cleric nearby, maybe they could help more than I can.
I might be able to do little bits, but it would take time. Wasn't ready for that.
I know. I'm the same way. I wish I could do more to help, you know?
Me too. Wait, I am proficient with a herbalist kit.
Oh.
Could I go and try to find material to?
Yeah, if you leave the city, you could attempt to find some materials to use.
Esther, I have an idea. I know how
Yes?
to make things. I'm going to go out of town to look for stuff to put If I'm proficient, do I have a herbalism kit? Player question.
I'd say you could purchase one.
Okay. I'm gonna get a herbalism kit and I'm gonna run out of town and see if I could make something to cure all these things.
I suppose you could try, but I'm not sure if we'll get anywhere without magic.
To start. And tomorrow I can walk in with magic. I can't today. She's gonna disguise herself first to look like just like the most generic human.
Ken Clarkson?
Yeah.
Right.
Sure.
Anything outside the box.
Everyone gave her funny faces before, so.
Alright, and I would like to try and find a cleric.
Right.
Hopefully with my god, but I'll take anybody at this point.
Hey, how's it going? Cleric of Umberly.
Make an investigation
What's going
check.
on?
Investigation.
So, asking around a bit and seeing if you can even find a cleric, you start to find out that most, if not all, of the clerics of the various temples in the city are indisposed at the moment.
Or what at the moment?
Indisposed.
Mm-hmm. So there's
They also have cancer.
So there's nobody around, really.
There's
That's
really
a unique,
nobody around, no.
that is a unique question.
God damn it. So I guess I'm gonna have to wait for my other spell slots to prepare.
Hildy's looking for a general store or like a medicine shop to buy a herbalism kit.
Make me an investigation check.
Oh, great.
Can I go to a magic shop if possible?
You can ask her. You kind of know the various locations. By the way, Hildy, this would be, I apologize, this is going to be at advantage, just because you kind of, being someone who is more inclined with nature and kind of understanding what to look for, it's a bit easier to find the shop.
Great. Still a 9.
Well, go and roll again.
Oh, no, but okay.
So yeah, you will find that there is a very oddly out of place shop. It's near the Blackworks district. That you can see has a series of what look like dried up flowers around the outside. Some of the wood has started to give way to a bit of rot. However, for a moment, you can kind of see that there are a few plants still alive that would serve as medicinal herbs.
Good. Okay. I walk towards it. Good job.
So you're gonna make your way inside.
Mm-hmm.
Making your way inside, you find yourself immediately hit by a potent smell of just a mix of different flowers and herbs that is almost overwhelming to the senses. You have to kind of take a second, even though you're used to being around this, just the immediate hit is a bit too much for you. You can see that there are different plants that are growing in different vases around the store on different shelves, as well as there are little bits in the floor where it is just dirt, and there are different herbs growing from it. And you can see towards the back of the store this very stout halfling female with very oddly weaved and tangled hair. You can see she is currently in a bit of tattered and dirty brown robes, with a set of gardening gloves on her hands. And as she kind of notices you, she looks up and she goes, "Oh, hello.
Hello.
What can I do for you, my dear?"
I'm looking to make some sort of herbal remedies, but I need the materials and mixing
yes.
bowls and trinkets things.
Yes. Let Vala help you, dear. Let Vala help you.
Thank you. I love
She'll
this.
step out. What kind of herbs were you looking for? Just medicinal?
I have, there's someone who's quite blind. So if there's anything you have that could potentially help alleviate some of that blindness, great.
You see her kind of, she puts her hands together over her mouth, and she starts to think for a moment before she starts moving her way over to one of the dirt patches. And you see that she starts plucking some leaves off of this very beautiful white and black flower.
Do I
You can see that
recognize
the
it?
petals. Go ahead and make me a nature check at disadvantage, just because this is not something you'd be immediately familiar with.
Okay.
Yeah, not even a little bit.
You're kind of looking at it, you're like, I've never seen a flower like that before. Plucks a few of the petals off and seems to put them into a small jar before moving over to another flower that kind of pulling off. You can see it appears to be a type of cotton plant almost. However, as she plucks what would be cotton balls from it, they seem to be dripping with this very thick yellowish goo almost. And she takes that and puts it in the jar as well. And as she goes ahead and moves over to the other side, she starts taking various different bits off of the different plants in here, placing them all into a jar. And you can see, as she sets it down, she says, if you're looking for a cure for blindness, I'm sure this would help you a bit.
Can I
For
do
this,
a general okay.
you can make an insight check. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
Everybody.
Everybody in the club say, oh!
I mean, she seems to believe it.
Okay.
She says, for this jar specifically, you'd be looking at 23 gold pieces.
Okay, great. Is this where I would also purchase a herb, like a legit herb, like a herbalism kit?
She can supply you with with an herbalism kit.
Yes, I would also like to.
Can I have a herbalism kit as well?
Oh yes, there's not many that come looking for those, but I do have a few kits on hand. And she will kind of take a second behind the counter, and you see she will pull out, not very pristine, it's definitely dirtied, but a intact herbalism kit.
I would like both, please.
Of course, my dear. Looking up the price of an herbalism kit. Offhand. An herbalism kit, come on, D&D Beyond, is 5 gold pieces.
Awesome, great.
So 28 gold for the lot.
Sounds good.
So she'll take it, and you watch as she takes the jar, and she brings out this small pestle and mortar, and she starts emptying the different herbs into it. She kind of grinds it down to a very fine paste altogether, adding this oddish red and odd blue liquid to it. And as she mixes it all together, she places it back into the jar, and you can see that the this thick paste seems to almost mix itself into the water, and she hands it over to you.
Thank you.
Oh, that's no problem at all, my dear. Please, if you ever need more help, just come see Vala. She will take care of you.
Thank you, Vala. I will.
Will wave you off with she will wave you off with a smile before returning to her work.
Skips out.
Ready? So you have a potion of curing blindness? Question mark.
Maybe.
So we shall.
Are you still meditating, Chris?
What?
Are you still meditating?
Go, have you been just meditating this whole time?
And praying. Don't forget that part.
Hill-Dee runs back.
Yeah, I've
and
just been hanging out near
Fair view.
Aster, chilling.
Oh, I already
Aster,
left.
well, Aster, as you finish your scrying, scribing your spell, you look over, and Goo has been near motionless for the better part of 4 hours.
Have you been doing that the entire time?
Yeah.
Well, I've been hearing something about a sickness. Anything?
Yeah, Nakax's dad has, I don't remember. I wasn't really listening,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
he got down with the sickness, I guess.
That
Ooh,
is unfortunate.
Yes, it's quite disturbing.
Quite unfortunate.
Wow.
Yes, I'm upset. Continue.
What are
Just-
you upset for, Jordan?
Just DM
Yes.
DM just add a bunch of rim shots to just add a bunch of rim
You all
shots.
hear Sprinkle saying to the father, "Get up, come on."
The sickness. So are you gonna bring Goo with you to the magic shop, or are you just gonna go by yourself, Esther?
Yeah. Did I hear that it was a spell that was
Yes.
Yeah, you would have heard it in passing, yes, that it was a spell.
okay? Yeah, I'm gonna take you to the magic shop.
Yay!
All right, so you and Goo will make your way over to the magic shop. Arrive there. Something that immediately catches your eye is the fact that the shop itself is in quite a bit of disarray. See that there are still some magic items there, but it is not the plentiful trove of magic that you had come into originally. You also don't see the twins there, and as a matter of fact, you see what appears to be a smaller elven individual. Maybe if you could place him, maybe early 70s. Who's currently kind of frantically trying to take inventory, but seems to kind of be losing himself. Kind of seems to be losing his way on it a few times, and forcing him to have to recount.
Hello, sir.
Oh, hi. Oh, hi, customers. Yes, that's very good. That's very good. 1 moment, and you can see that he like grabs a quill and like he's frantically beginning to document something. You see his hand is jittering like crazy.
Everything really downhill. 10 years.
I mean, the world basically ended. It's to be expected.
Almost ended.
Yeah, we're pretty close.
After a few minutes of him just frantically writing into the book, he slams it shut and looks at you. Oh yes, hi. I haven't forgotten you here. What can I do for you? And you can see like his eyes almost twitching. It seems like he's very stressed out.
Do you need some time?
No. I'm okay. What can I get for you? What are you looking for? What do you inquire about? Please, what can I do for you?
Specifically, do you have a spell scroll for dispel magic?
Yeah. Let me go check in the back. And he will run off to the back room.
He's gonna come back with black powder, isn't he?
He'll have mysteriously blown off a finger just between the time from here and now.
This is not Vincent.
It's Victor. Thank you.
Victor, sorry, this is not Victor.
So he's like shitty, or like he's like the ShamWow guy to Billy Mays.
So he's Vincent.
He's back
Hey.
to Vincent.
Is I talking like a crazed old man? I don't think so.
Oh wait.
So waiting
Tomorrow.
waiting for a few minutes, he will come back, and he will have a spell scroll in his hand. He says, "Yes.
Yeah, do I know about the parchments that can instantly just, put it in my spellbook, or
You know that Subis had it, but you're not sure how readily available it is.
okay then.
I
could ask
look at my
about it.
wallet, and there's nothing in there.
Do you happen to have any of those parchments which can instantly put a spell in the spellbook without having to manually describe it?
I don't carry those kind of parchments, unfortunately. It's a bit of a rarity.
Unfortunate. How much for the spell scroll?
the spell scroll, you'd be looking at 400 gold.
Would you be willing to trade?
Trade. I like trade. What would you be trading for?
I take out a scroll of stone skin.
Ooh, he'll take it and look at it.
I assure you, it's genuine.
You see his hand kind of waves for a moment, and there's a brief arcane flash. Scroll lights for a minute. He goes, deal. And he will trade you the scroll of dispel magic for the scroll of stone skin.
Would I be
Oh,
able
that
to use
you're
max
trading him
gold
for.
this? Considering stone skin is like,
Yeah, stone skin's a 4th level spell, and that's a 3rd level spell, so he's more than willing to trade because he can sell the 4th level at a higher price.
that's fine.
He kind of, and you're like, oh, wonderful. And is there anything else you are looking for? What about you, sir? And he looks up at you, Goo. And he even say he's a little bit shorter than you, even. And he like looks up at you and says, well, anything you're looking for?
I'd pull out my bag that I use as a wallet, and I look inside, and there's nothing there. All you hear is that.
I mean, you have gold. They split it between the party. You have 1,500 gold.
Oh, I didn't know that. Holy shit, that's a lot of money.
We fell into a lot of money last session, which you won't, well, kinda will have available.
1,500, 1,500.
500, 1,500
Yes.
gold.
Or 150 platinum.
150
Oh, got
platinum.
it. Got it. That's where mine's at. Okay, I was like, whoa, what?
What kinds of artifacts do you carry?
Artifacts or magic items? Artifacts are a bit more tricky to come across.
Magic items.
Well,
Sorry, I'm not
not
used to these.
Are you looking for more of the arcane and magical types of items, or are you looking for something more physical, like a weapon, or something to raise one's intellect? What are you looking for?
Something that would help me defend myself better.
He will observe you really quickly. The fact that you aren't wearing any armor, and will kind of look at you. Do you usually walk around no armor, nothing like that?
That is correct.
I have just the thing. And he will scamper off into the back, and you will see that he will come back with what looks to be this very worn belt, this very worn leather belt.
Ooh.
That there are little slots where you would think daggers or blades are supposed to go, but there's nothing currently there. However, Aster having such a high investigation and perception, or having such a high investigation, you're able to kind of where it's being worn and where the daggers would sit. There are small arcane runes that are written into it.
Ooh.
This is perfect for anybody who does not use hardier armors, such as someone like yourself or someone like you. And he points to you, Aster. If you are interested, this is quite an interesting item that came into my possession. It has the ability to almost manifest blades that can be used. Needs to hit a target at a bit more of a range than they have on their own.
Really interesting.
And it also will provide you with a small boost, so you will not be as susceptible to getting hit.
This sounds very useful.
If you
how much would you like for it?
Then I can part with it for a mere 850 gold.
You got yourself a deal.
Alrighty, so you will hand over the 850, and he will present you with the belt. So you now have, you'll have to take some time to attune to it to learn exactly what it does.
Okay.
Is there anything else?
For now, no.
Or
I might be better
I have
later.
one more thing I'd like to look for. I'm looking for a inexpensive way to start fire.
Start fire. A bit more specific, like you're being able to create it from yourself, or
Set somebody on fire.
You
It
have
doesn't
me.
have to be. I mean, you probably only have magical artifacts and items and whatnot. but-
well, if you're, I might have something. And he'll run off for a minute, kind of take some time in the back, and as he comes back, he has this small, what looks like a metal box. This fits at about the size of your palm. It's very thin. It's very thin but long. As he says, he pulls the top, and you watch as the upper part of it opens. You hear a quick, and a flame is produced on top.
Oh, it's a lighter.
If you're interested, I don't know if this is exactly what you were looking for, but it's the closest thing that is not of magic, of so much magic.
That might be useful.
If you'd like it, be 25 gold.
I think I'll look for something else. But I do appreciate the belt, though.
And if there's ever anything you need, just let me know.
Whatever happened to the twins that used to run a magic shop here?
They disappeared quite some time ago. A few years ago, actually. I bought the business over after they left and replaced it with my own. Oh, where are my manners? My name is Larm Lionor. The pleasure. I do apologize. I would have introduced myself sooner, but it's been a bit hectic.
Astor Florence.
Astor Florence, pleasure.
Really hope I spelt that name right.
Larn is it's Larm, Larm.
It's
Leonor,
more like a short
and Leonor, Leoynore.
Leonor.
Yes.
Okay.
You're not introducing yourself, Chris, or?
No, I'm fucking zoning out.
Oof. Well, we'll do.
If he tries to get my
business.
attention, then I'll respond. but-
If you don't wish to give your name, he will not push for it.
I'll start to leave.
He will say, "Well,
Aye.
farewell. Have a good day, and please come back. Do not be a stranger." Oh, where did I leave? Oh, where is it? Where is it? And he will start like frantically looking for his ledger again.
Well, I have another 6 hours. Describe this.
Just give me 1 second. I will be right back. Just quick break.
Okay.
While the DM has a quick break, ladies and gentlemen, D&D Beyond, his website.
Still here.
It is the Dita website. Also, I have Dispel Magic. I just don't have it prepared.
You also. God damn it.
Yeah. Wait, I do have it prepared.
You have it? Oh, you have it
So
prepared.
Lily was running back to the room and she's gonna go up and.
Well, the catch is, I don't think that dispelling magic alone is gonna do it.
I have to pee really bad.
Worth a
Wow.
try.
I wonder if it's gonna be weird that you do dispel magic and it freaking hurts him worse.
It's better not.
Well, hell, he's
Trying to
gonna
get in
try.
good with the family here.
But my worry is that this thing's so deep-seated that there could be something worse.
Oof.
And the other thing is, the DM said that all the other clerics were indisposed, so I'm wondering, is anyone else in this town suffering similar effects?
That's
Man.
a good question.
If only there were three paladins that didn't leave that could cure diseases.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm right here.
Urgh.
Damn it, that's what I should be doing since we don't have our
And
good friend.
Every paladin I see.
Is he dead? I mean, not. Sorry.
Locke's not
Is he a
dead.
paladin? Is he a paladin?
I believe the Locke took a few levels in Paladin. That was
he's
what
the
was
zealot.
assumed.
back.
Oh, Zealot?
Back in the new
Fuck!
Yeah, he's a zealot. He's not a paladin.
Yeah, so yeah, the two previous Paladins that we had previously, they're gone.
No, we had 3.
3?
What?
Wait,
Yeah.
no. Did we? No.
Yeah, we had
I
White
really hope-
Snail, we had
Yeah.
Sparrow, and we had Board Boy.
Oh yeah. And we were terrible with Birdman.
all right, I'm still doing something, but I will just give me 1 sec. Chris, I'm gonna give you your magic item. You may read it to everybody if you wish.
I really hope that one of the slots that'll hold a dagger on that thing isn't taken up, so I can actually hold a dagger there.
Pardon me.
Well,
I mean,
man,
we technically still have Octa's stuff. We
Oh.
could take her knife.
I
Yeah,
would
poison knife.
I would prefer to have the crossbow.
Actually, yeah, that's a quick question. Should we, we need to find time in order to sparse out Octa's equipment. Unless, of
All
course,
right,
it's already
it is
been
in your
removed.
Yeah,
handouts.
Hill-Dee wouldn't be upset about having that poison dagger.
Well, currently Sprinkles has all that shit, so we all need to come to Sprinkles and ask for it.
Fuck.
Because Sprinkles unceremoniously, after she went ahead and gave the funeral rites, she went and just grabbed the shit. And she's like, "What? She's not using it anymore."
Yeah.
You know, it would have been sad if Hill-Dee died during the fucking fight with the water elemental.
Yeah.
I'm
And
just
the
Well-
like,
best part would have been Sprinkles would have got the body, been like, done the funeral rites, and be like, "Well, she's not using this shit anymore," and take the staff.
Well, no. The thing
that's
is
what-
Hill-Dee could go unconscious. Hopefully not dead.
I was gone for
Right, I'm gonna
like
smack you.
I turned my head around for like 1 minute. Okay, guys, roll initiative. See, I should expect this from now. I've been expecting it, but I didn't expect it like to happen so soon.
Well, it was only because Hill-Dee was curious about what was bubbling and why Sprinkles didn't want her to go into the bathroom.
Yeah.
It's natural
But
curiosity.
we
I don't
all
blame her.
learned a valuable lesson.
In
Sprinkles
friendship.
is great. Sprinkles is great at friendship. That is true. Praise be Sprinkles.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sprinkles.
I kind of wish I
Oh.
knew that like 2 other people also had dispel magic.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I could have
haven't-
said something, but that wouldn't have helped Aston Florence any.
Yeah, whatever. I'll get dispel magic anyways.
It'll be useful, I hope. Someday.
Someday when I
Okay.
decide to scribe something.
Okay. What was
And someday I may be crazy and get identify object.
One day.
I have a very important question
And that what would that question
yes?
when he gets back.
be? What do you mean when he gets back? Say what the question is now, but we know.
It involves my item that I'm gonna guess, made.
Well, like tell us what it is. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, so my belt makes daggers. Unless you guys have already read it.
Where
No,
is
you're. I think you're the only one that can see it.
So I have it's a belt that gives me a +1 bonus to AC as long as I'm not wearing anything, obviously. The belt has 3 charges on it. When I use Flurry of Blows, instead I may expend a charge of the belt to produce 2 daggers in a range of 30 feet. The daggers deal damage equal to my martial arts die plus my dexterity.
So it's basically a
which
flurry
I-
of blows at a
Wait.
distance.
Wait.
Yeah.
Question.
Do you know what the
those
question is?
Do those daggers count as sneak attack?
Yes!
Oh,
I was
no,
thinking
no,
of
no.
something, I'm like,
It's not if they
Shield
count as sneak attack, it's if they count as regular daggers. because
I
I only
know.
use a finesse weapon.
I'm just like Giovanni.
I'm just like, this is gonna be fucking wrong.
Yeah, it's like if you're going rogue, I recommend 1 or 2.
Yeah, I was only gonna do 1 for the time being because I really need monk levels. Like, I'm not even gonna do it in my next level, but I'm still thinking that I'm just gonna go into cleric.
Yeah, it's like if you're doing.
Because here's the thing: is if I go into rogue, I have to find one.
Yes.
If I go into cleric, I can find one. I can find 2, in fact.
I don't know if
Although there's
Sprinkles can teach you.
There's definitely one of them that I'm more enticed to talk to.
Not only
Sprinkles.
can Sprinkles teach you, Sprinkles also has a
Actually-
ceremony spell to make you a bit better off.
Actually, I was initially thinking having Sprinkles teach me to be a fighter, but I don't want to go down that route.
Nope, you're doing it now. That's what it has to happen now. You already called it.
I mean, fighter is
Cannon.
just like good overall.
It's more like I don't use my spear.
Yo, oh yeah, you have a spear.
Yeah,
Spear's good. You can chuck at people. You can yeet.
but can
You can
I
yote as well.
do more damage with that than my fists? I don't remember.
But it's ranged.
So are my darts, but those are monk weapons, so it's cool.
Get yourself
Both
a
of
glaive.
them are monk weapons.
Get yourself a glaive. Bitches love glaives.
Glaives are
Yeah, in I think a level, my spear will do less damage than my fists, anyways.
But spears are monk weapons, so they do the same damage. Weapon dies get upgraded with your monk weapons as long with your martial arts die as long as they're monk weapons. Sprinkles once was a monk before in a past life with a different character of a different name. Alright, how's it going? I'm Sprinkles.
If the rest of you couldn't tell, and anyone that will be watching this at the moment or later in a VOD, I don't play Dungeons and Dragons
That's fine.
like
And
ever.
Sprinkles may have a 19th level monk in Dungeons and Dragons Adventures League, the official Dungeons and Dragons play program, y'all. Monks are pretty rad, especially way long death monks. Go ahead and purchase the Sword Coast Adventures Guide at your earliest convenience, y'all. It's a broken class. Y'all should do it.
There was long time ago that Motekada, Monk of Open Hand, was in probably 6th level campaign. Lasted for probably 4 sessions before DN decided to leave for an unknown justification reasons. It was sad day.
I am a shadow monk. That's all I have.
Will you stop?
Shadow monk
No.
is.
Can't stop, won't
interesting.
stop.
Now you got my fucking cat. Just go.
Cats are great.
Cats are great, but they come into my room and
They're
just stay
assholes.
here. They're like, you pet me the best, but I need it all the time.
Push your cat down a slide. There you go. Mrrr.
I have so many macros for quarterstaff that it's a little ridiculous. I just wanted to share. So no,
Yeah,
I don't want-
Shillelagh's pretty sweet if you're able to use it.
So interesting enough, you
Well,
all
I'm-
answered druid question.
I'm big.
I'm big. Okay,
But,
Chris, ask your question.
The daggers that come off of it, are they regular daggers?
Do you
What
try
Or
to
do they function as regular daggers?
if you take a minute and you attune to your weapon, and as you pull them, you see as your hand runs over to the two of the portions that would be dagger holsters, you see 2 of these very odd, almost translucent daggers that get pulled out. But they do not function long enough they are basically you pull and throw them. They don't function for more than 6 seconds.
Not like that. Do they have the attributes of a regular dagger?
They serve as basically an alternate monk weapon.
Can they do
Your
finesse
dexterity.
stuff?
Yeah, you can do finesse with it.
Okay, that was what he's asking.
Yeah.
He was thinking rogue, throw them, sneak attack.
They count as finesse weapons.
Flurry.
But sneak attack only gets applied once. Also,
I know, but flurry of sneak attacks.
What's up?
Is Rick joining? or-
Nothing I don't want to talk about on stream.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Although I may have to call the session.
That's fine.
Yeah, whatever. You
I
need to
mean,
do
we
it.
started late, and it's just
We
going to
got
be
a
a short
cool
little
build.
session. That's fine.
All right. Well then, yeah, we'll call the session.
All right.
See you guys next week.
Yeah. As always, good night, everybody.